What's up, everyone, and welcome to Project X Talk Extra, where we cover news, games, or whatever else that didn't quite make the main show. I'm your host, Kevin, aka the Muffin Mon, and today I'm joined for maybe his final appearance on Project X Talk Extra, the human alpaca himself, Tom. How you doing?
Doing good.
The future of esports, Amon. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. You should start calling me the prophet, also the future of esports.
Well, I can't call you
Because
a
I'm the Xbox
prophet.
Are you
prophet.
just going to
Because
add a
I'm the
little
Xbox
thing
prophet.
every time?
No. See,
Uh,
I am the Xbox prophet. I predicted the
Well, no,
One
because
Piece
there's already the Xbox Pope, and trust
JRPG.
me, I'd rather
I
have his
predicted
work
the
in the world
Bungie
than mine.
acquisition, and I was born the same day as when the Xbox launched. So, yeah, I'm special,
okay,
guys.
and the other voice is the double A man himself, Garrett. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Like the little banter we got going. But guys, remember, this is Project X Talk Extra, where we talk anything that didn't make the main show. If you like that, make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you're over on audio services, please rate and rate and review us over there. I can't speak. I'm hopped up on sugar. I was just telling everyone before the show, I've eaten a lot of sweets today. We do appreciate it. We're having our best month ever on audio, so we appreciate all the support. Today, we're going to be talking about an article from Video Game Chronicles. Tom Ivan writes 46% of US PlayStation and Nintendo players would consider Xbox Game Pass if it adds Activision titles. This comes according to a YouGov poll who surveyed 1,200 US adults and 1,200 UK adults in January. In the US, 43% of Xbox gamers said they would subscribe, 42% of PC gamers, 27% of smartphone users, and in the UK, 48% of Xbox players indicated they would subscribe, 29% of PlayStation users, 26% of Nintendo players, and PC players and smartphone users made up 20%. So, sounds like the Activision deal might bring in a whole new host of Xbox Game Pass subscribers. Tom, does this surprise you, and what do you make of these statistics?
Doesn't surprise me at all. Like you're literally taking the biggest franchises of gaming and putting them on Game Pass for free. Down the line eventually. No, it doesn't surprise me. This was bound to happen, and this is exactly what Microsoft wanted to happen. There's a reason they spent that much money, and they're gonna get their return on it.
Mm. Garrett, what do you make of these numbers? Anything shocking here?
No, not this time. like they're doing great. Tom basically said everything else. I didn't want to reiterate too much, but no, they're smashing it out of the ballpark.
Okay. Aman, as someone that lives over in a European country, what do you make? You think that Xbox is going to pick up some pace over there?
I doubt. Most people I know are very adamant about it. They're like, "Oh, I can still play those games on Steam. I'm gonna play them on PC." So yeah, I doubt it's gonna see a massive boost. But yeah, there will be a few people who will pick it up. But
But will they
not
subscribe to
not all of them.
Xbox Game Pass PC?
Yeah, like that
Probably,
doesn't.
probably. But
Yeah.
like, I know some people they're still very adamant. They're like, "Oh, that way I'm paying Xbox, and I don't want to pay Xbox." But
But
they're
they're
still
playing on a
paying
You're
Xbox
you're
anyway. They're
Microsoft.
paying
continuing
them
anyway.
on the,
Yeah,
you're using
I know.
Windows.
Yeah, I know. So like, I'm really confused. They're very
That's
adamant about it. I've
that's
argued a
a
bunch of people on
weird
Twitter
logic, man.
with about this, and they just don't get it.
That's so interesting. For me, I don't think that like the PlayStation, Nintendo, PC numbers are all that surprising. I do expect there to be an uptick in Game Pass subscriptions when these titles are added to the service once the acquisition closes. I think what surprised me is that there's a shocking number of Xbox players in this poll that aren't subscribed to Game Pass. We had 48% of UK Xbox players saying they would subscribe and 42 American players. Why are you not already on Xbox Game Pass? Like, what is going on, guys?
Yeah, that's odd. You guys are
Yeah,
weird.
but like in terms of those numbers, like how many of them also do they have live? See, I guess I'm more interested in that statistic because are these people that just don't play games at all? They just happen to own an Xbox. I feel like most active users of Xbox have Game Pass.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we know last reported number is 25 million for Game Pass. Uh, and that is not the user base. Like, we know there's way more gold, or at least there were more gold when they were purchased.
Yeah, I want to know what that is.
Mm.
Because I feel like most people who have gold are already just gonna get Game Pass Ultimate. It's still a better deal. It's stupid not to $5 more, right?
Hmm. So there were also reports this week that Xbox could be one. It was phrased as increasing the price of Game Pass, but it was kind of misleading because when you think of Game Pass, most people think of $15 Game Pass Ultimate, right? So the article, which I believe came from Tom Henderson, I want to say, it said that Xbox is considering getting rid of Gold and standalone Game Pass and merging them together, and then making that the base option. But at that point, it's basically Game Pass Ultimate. So if they got rid of Gold and the $10 Game Pass and just made Game Pass Ultimate the only option, do you think that'd be a smart move? I'm going to go to Amon first. He's muted.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I think that would be a very smart move. That would again bring in a lot more, about expose it to a wider audience and bring in a lot more people. So yeah, definitely.
You don't think there would be backlash over automatic, like you have to pay $15 a month?
I mean, but like it's worth the $15 a month. You know, it's you're getting
I don't do that
the extra
argument, man.
$5 worth.
I think that
Yeah.
there should just be
So,
like
yeah,
more
for
options.
sure.
Why can't? What's wrong with more options, guys?
Okay, so you're not in favor of that, Garrett.
No, not really, not overly. Like they could do better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom, you want to throw your 2 cents in?
Well, I agree. That doesn't seem like a good option. I think Ultimate, gives you the best of both worlds, and that's already the best value. They have the Game Pass or the Live at $10, and then they have like standalone Game Pass. So you get to choose your medicine if you really just only want Game Pass and not going to play multiplayer. If you only want to play multiplayer games online and you have zero interest in, Game Pass, those should always stay as an option. You shouldn't force your user base to upgrade to that more premium model, even though yes, it is saving the money in the long run. It's saving the money technically. Uh, you're forcing that onto them. I don't think that'll go well. I think that's just more. It'll just bring negative press, which I don't think they really want at this point.
Mm-hmm. You know what I would like to see is get rid of Gold altogether and just make it Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate. So Game Pass Ultimate gets you like the EA Play, Cloud, PC, and then regular Game Pass, which is $10, will get you console, and it will also let you play online. So you're not being charged anymore. But get rid
That
of
would
Gold.
be a better option.
Gold is useless. Like this would help them be like, hey, Game Pass has this many subs, right? Because they don't differentiate between Ultimate and regular Game Pass. We always think most people are on Ultimate, but if they get rid of Gold, then they get rid of a service most people aren't getting much value from, and they can transition those people over to the Game Pass base service where it's just console Game Pass, no EA Play included, and they can play online for free. I think that would appeal to a lot of people.
It would appeal, but at the same time, I feel like Microsoft would lose money because I feel like most people would opt into just a $10 a month. How many EA games do you actually play with Ultimate?
Well, I'm gonna play Lost in Random next week. I play.
I feel like the majority of games that we play are just actual Game Pass specific games and not EA Play. And honestly, locking Cloud behind Ultimate wouldn't be a big enough draw for I feel like the majority of people. Because do you play Cloud? I don't play Cloud. I mean, I'm
No.
on. I feel like most of us would just stick to that $10 value. So I get it's better for us ultimately, but there's no way that happens.
Okay, that's fair. What if they? I don't want this to happen, but they could bump up the price of Ultimate to match Sony's new premium. I don't know how well that would go though.
Uh,
They could do
it'll
that, and it'd still
it'll
be very
happen.
good value.
So I feel like this is the big reason of why we don't see that yearly model for Ultimate. They don't want to lock people into that. when they know that they can increase the price at any moment, and people would just like lock in that 12 months multiple times. There's no way that the price doesn't increase eventually. Everyone is doing it. Netflix has been doing it. Down the line, Microsoft is going to have to do it as well. I still think it's a little too soon, though. So I don't think it's anything we have to worry about at this very moment, at least.
Yeah, I agree. But then we have the family plan coming, which is another like
exactly
interesting wrench.
Yeah, and that'll change up a lot if they increase the price of Ultimate, but then threw in that family plan right at the same exact time. I can see less backlash at that point because I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna bundle it with my brother or my sister or my my cousins, whatever. Yeah, as long as I can see that.
I think Microsoft can make this worth the PR. I think they can do it in a way that's like, hey, some people will be upset about this, but ultimately it's gonna come out. We're gonna make it look good. Just depends when and how they do it. But in terms of the original story, I'm not surprised. I think Game Pass continues to be an excellent value. And honestly, like if you're an Xbox gamer, you don't have it, you're wasting your money. Like just hop on it. Stop paying for gold. Stop paying $10 for gold a month. Pay $5 more. You can get Ultimate. Anybody got anything else to say on any of these topics before we wrap this up?
Nada.
Nope.
Game Pass is better than PS Plus Premium.
Hands down.
To be fair, I did just stack 2 years of PS Now to get 2 years of PS Premium for when it transitions over. Thank you, exploits on Sony's awful website that they didn't bother to fix before I snagged that, hooking me up for the same price that I would have paid for PS Plus anyway. So, Tom, where can they find you?
Twitter at Alpaca Tom.
Aman, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Amon_M05.
Garrett, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Xbox at Way1G.
And you can find me at the Muffin Mod. It's a 179 O instead of an A. Follow us at Project X Talk. Stay up to date with all our latest videos. Until next week, we'll see you. Goodbye.